An informational digest of the second day of Fantasy on Ice, held today in Niigata. It's very hot as reported by Dean Fujioka. The artist reminded on Twitter of the importance of drinking. There are definitely video cameras in the audience tonight, it seems, for both show and reportage. Spectators counted 3 cameras along the short side of the ice and another camera standing in the middle of the long east side. A great many spectators have something of the souvenirs from Yuzuru Hanyu's solo shows, t-shirts, bags, other stuff, and are holding banners in support of Yuzuru Hanyu. The hall is filled to capacity. At the opening, Yuzuru Hanyu rolled out from backstage and rode forward full of enthusiasm, spreading his arms and singing a song, Din Fujioka History Maker. Landed a beautiful quadruple toe loop with a leg swing after. He was energetic and excited the audience, who shouted at the top of their lungs. During the chorus, Yuzuru Hanyu did a big butterfly right in front of the camera in the middle of the short side of the ice. It looked as if he was really flying through the air. To the impression of the audience, it was grandiose. After the first verse and chorus, Yuzuru Hanyu went along the edge of the east long side toward the exit of the ice as the non-Japanese skaters appeared for their part of the choreography, but Yuzuru Hanyu continued to dance with his hands and his face was alive until he disappeared from the audience, touched the ice with his hands, bowed slightly, and went backstage. The final pose of the opening number resembles the pose and gesture of Sailor Moon. Right before the start of Glamorous Sky, part of the audience applauded loudly. Yesterday there was one shout, today there were many after Yuzuru Hanyu had already taken position. Yuzuru Hanyu tapped the ice loudly twice. Twitter is not happy and is actively asking to give Yuzuru Hanyu his moment of silence to concentrate before rolling. Glamorous Sky did not have a quadruple toe hold today, but there were other 7 jumps, triple flips and toe holds, performed perfectly and unexpectedly. Yuzuru Hanyu bowed after the program, wearing a jacket and cap, staying in the image of the program. His movements are soft, slow. One of the gold zippers on his thigh was half undone and his skin was visible. After the final overall number, as the skaters lined up, Yuzuru Hanyu, standing next to Keiji, pretended to punch Tanaka in the face. As they continued to roll the lap of honor to wave to the audience, Keiji held Yuzuru Hanyu's hands as Yuzuru Hanyu placed them on his waist from behind. After, Yuzuru Hanyu again changed into the official shirt of the show, a drawing with 4 gold circles, and performed a quadruple toe loop, triple axel, swinging libero spin. He was playful, joyful, and waved to the audience thoughtfully. Stefan and Johnny hugged him tightly. A general photo was taken today. Yuzuru Hanyu didn't change back his Fantasy on Ice t-shirt for the closing suit. He stood next to Keiji for the photo. Didn't want to leave after the traditional thank you very much. As a reminder, tomorrow's show has been announced for television, it's going to air on June 27th. The cunning Yuzuru Hanyu. The zipper must have come undone for a reason. Oh, naughty boy. It came undone, yeah. By itself. That's what we believed. Noise before the start of the program is an unacceptable thing. For the second time I was asked not to make any noise and not to disturb Yuzuru Hanyu to tune in. It's a very dangerous sport, and not to disturb other spectators in principle. Seems like they should understand. Or do they think it's okay to be on the show? Well, it's not, if that's the case. The show seems to be great and successful, and both Yuzuru Hanyu and the other contestants did their best to make it fun for the audience, and to keep the fans excited and eager to see it all. I was also surprised by the layout of the hall, which must also be an adapted multi-purpose room. It's separated by some sort of curtain from something bigger. Hopefully the second part of the show will be more fun to watch when the time comes. Enjoy the wait for us all. Butterfly? Or a single delayed axle? Yuzu's is always extraordinarily beautiful, it's really like a gorgeous butterfly flying around. Incredible masculine energy. Sincerely believe it. I am very happy that Yuzuru Hanyu is in a great mood and is burning hard for the second day. I wish Yuzuru Hanyu good luck and a great mood tomorrow. And I wish us to finally see beautiful pictures and videos in the news. So eager to see this beauty. It's all payback for the rainy seasons of content since November. 2 shows and not a single photo. What's really more frustrating is not that we can't see it now, but that there will essentially only be 2 of the 6 shows of this program on tape. I wonder whose decision that is. Did they say the owners or the sponsors? The shows have changed. Maybe they don't want it. It's weird. It's been like this before. They hardly showed anything from Kobe last year either. Maybe Fuji TV, who bought the rights, is sitting on all the good stuff. It's clear that nothing is clear. It's a shame, of course. Yuzuru Hanyu's performances are already a universal treasure, whatever the tradition. Last year we ended up seeing all but 2 of the Kobe days. It will be the same with Kobe this year, I'm sure. From Niigata we definitely won't see the first day. In the end, we'll see Glamorous Sky 3 times at best. And only once in a straight trance. About if, definitely all 3 days from Makuhari, Asahi is our everything, and so far 1 from Miyagi. This year's broadcasts are a mess. Fuji TV, briefly about what happened at the opening. The good news is that several news cameras were spotted in the arena. A clean quadruple toe to loop is the dude's swing. After the dance ensemble came out, Yuzuru Hanyu pulled his arm out of the backstage area like a seal. Today he was actively singing along to the song, shaking his head, as his first coach told me. As he left, he touched the ice. On History Maker he closed one eye to the tune, rotated beautifully, touched his neck. After the first verse and chorus, when the foreign skaters enter the center of the rink, Yuzuru Hanyu left the rink, continuing to perform with his hands and face until he left. Glad to see Yuzuru Hanyu is in a great mood. And Fox with a quadruple toe loop. As usual, we had a wasted day without it. Yes, I join everyone's bewilderment. It's as if Star is on the ice every day. Well, the fact that you can't do fun games is beyond me. It's a show, not a competition. How can you explain it, and what is Makabe doing? Flowers to pianist Kiyozuka Shinya from Yuzuru Hanyu in honor of his performance at the Mizamashi Classic in Sendai. The text of the post with a photo of these flowers on Kiyozuki's Instagram, Yuzu-chan, even though I didn't say anything about the Sendai performance. Even though you have a show yourself. Recall that Kiyozuka has worked with Yuzuru Hanyu on music for his programs more than once. The pianist has composed arrangements for Spring, Come and Introductions and Rondo Capriccioso, which today's composition of flowers is probably in honor of. Yuzuru Hanyu always attentive to his fellow artists. Gorgeous bouquets. The amazing Yuzuru Hanyu. Thanks everyone. People have invested in him with deeds, song, and music. He is grateful. Personally. Where Yuzuru Hanyu is, there is beauty and nobility. Beautiful bouquets in the traditional blue and white, just like last year, and the familiar fabric in the base, you can guess at once who it's from and to whom. Attention and respect, always. Gratitude, gift-giving, rendering the deepest respects in a subtle refined manner. Tasteful selection of upward-pointing delicate flowers. And at the base, music and notes, and keys.